My name is Yasmin, and I work with Our Streets Minneapolis, and I live in Apple Valley. I would say that the peak of experiencing Islamophobia, and one that really sticks with me, is when I was in high school. I was walking to my school bus, and this was back in 2016 in Apple Valley. I was crossing the street and was almost run over by a vehicle being driven by a white man, who then proceeded to yell out of his car to tell me to go back to my country and that I didn't belong here. And this was all following the election of Donald Trump, which incited a lot of vile and hatred, I think, like rhetoric across the country and across the nation that really impacted a lot of Muslim people. So that is the first sort of fold of Islamophobia that I expressed or kind of talked about earlier, that was a little bit more physical and verbal abuse that I've experienced back in 2016.
I think, building trust and solidarity is such a interesting task at times, and in my brain it always seems to be even simpler than what it really is. So for me, one of the biggest things is being able to understand and come together in a commonality around experiences, around a lot of different things. I mean, for me, it's a harder question to answer because I have Muslim family, I have Jewish family, and so to me it seems very just natural, and it's not natural. And especially in moments in society in general, it's really easy to try to divide folks. For me, one of the ways in which hate crimes impact me is really, hate crimes impact the way in which as Jews in the United States we talk about and experience safety and understand safety, which is also partially how we get them confused between safety and security and mix them up sometimes. I work on a national level, and so for example, we work with folks in Pittsburgh. And when I work with them, it has a very different, I have to have a very, very mindful of the tree of life and how we're having conversations about hate crimes versus here locally, and it impacts the way in which we understand safety. It impacts how we feel, even when we talk about, when we say language like, when we talk about the rise of anti-Semitism. For some folks, it automatically increases an added increase of unsafety, which means that when I'm doing my work, it impacts how I'm able to do the work.